Hey guys, welcome back to the Sense channel. For this week's video, we're gonna do a deck profile about this guy. So it's gonna be about Boujack and his pirate crew. This is such an awesome saga. I love it. It has a special place in my heart because my late grandmother bought me the my first full colored manga. And it was Boujack and his pirate crew versus Son Gohan in this Dragon Ball Z spin-off. So it was such a great memories for me. So I kind of have this particular story arc as a special place in my heart. Nostalgia aside, this deck, it's extremely fun. I wish there are more support for it, but with those new cards that are announced now, we can go blue, then maybe we could play Babidi also just to reduce the cost even more for the Agent of Destruction cards. Maybe this deck will get so much better, but so far it is okay, but it is such a fun deck. In my local, this is the deck that everybody is kind of playing because it's just so fun, and we're having a blast playing it. So we have quite a lot of experience playing with this deck. So without further ado, let's see each other after the short intro. I'll show you my Boujack deck profile. Ciao! Alright, so let's go. Let's talk about the deck. Bear with me, this is kind of a little bit complex, so if I am talking a little bit too much, pardon me, but this is a little bit complicated when it comes to his playstyle. So let's talk about the leader. Look at the amount of tags that this leader has. Alright, so when a Boujack Brigade card is played in your battle area, you get to draw a card, and this card gets 5k for the duration of the turn. So when he swings, he doesn't draw a card. It's when you play a Boujack Brigade's card, you get to draw a card. And when you combo with one of your cards from your battle area, so if you have two cards that comes from your battle area that are Boujack Brigades, when you combo two, during your turn, you get to KO one of your opponent's battle cards. So it has to come from the battle area, not from your hands. So take note of that. And your opponent's battle card has to be in rest mode. And it has to be during your turn. So it is an offensive step. So you cannot do it in such a way that this is, you cannot do it in such a way that this is when you are playing defensive. Only offensive, okay? And when you are 4 or less, just flip the card over. You get nothing, really. So you don't get an untap 2, you don't get a draw 2. I don't know why they have to do that. A draw 2 would be good, or an untap 2. Anything will be good, but for some reason that Bandai thinks that this deck, it's a little bit broken. It is not. So far from what we have play tested, this is not, but we don't know why. Yeah. Permanent, you can combo Boujack Brigade's card in your rest area, in your battle area. This is not exactly a very big hoo-ha. The reason why is most of your cards, you are not going to swing with it because they're just so small. I don't know why that you even want to swing with a 3k, but that's it. Alter once per turn when so this is the same. When you play a Boujack Brigade's card, you get to draw a card, but you don't get a 5k. So you don't get a 5k on his awakened side. For some reason, I don't know why. Majin Buu swings and he gets 5k and draw a card. He doesn't even need to do anything. Sparkling 7. Yes, he has a Sparkling 7. But this guy does not even get a 5k. I don't know why, but it is just the way it is. Yep. When you combo with one of your cards during your turn, if your combo area has 2 or more, so it has to be your turn, 2 or more from your battle area that a Boujack Brigade for once per turn, you get to KO one of your opponent's battle card if it is in rest mode. That's it. So that's the leader. Front side, back side, it's almost similar. Back side, you can combo cards in rest mode, and he doesn't get 5k. Yep. So that's that. I don't know, but let's go on to the deck. All right. So this deck, the main cards are this base pirate Beetle. So what he does is that permanent. So for most of his cards, except maybe 3 or 4, 4 of them, you can only have one of them in your battle area. Okay, so When you play this card, if your leader card, we play 4 copies of this guy, Bido, 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 Bujin, and Zanga, and this Gokua. They are such a great card to play together. Okay, I will talk through the cards and I'll explain how to play it. So Bido, what he does, he's the searcher. So when you play this card, you look at top 5 and then you choose one of your Boujack Brigade. It has no cost limit, and add it to your hand and shuffle your deck. And place this card, you can activate main. If you place this card into your drop area, then choose 5 Boujack Brigades card with energy 2 or less in your drop area. Shuffle the chosen deck into your shuffle the chosen cards into your deck. So what he does is that you place this card into your drop area, then you choose 5 Boujack Brigades. It has to be 5. It cannot be 4 or 3. It has to be 5. Pick 5 and puts it back, shuffle it back into your deck. Yep. This guy, it's such a great card. Unfortunately, you can have only one on your battle area, but you are going to combo with them anyway, so there's a lot of recycling in this deck, so it's okay. So when you play this card, choose up to 1 Boujack Brigade card from your hands with energy 2 or less and play it. There are 2 targets for you. This guy and this lady, Zanga, this babe, yep. So what when you combo with this card, if your leader card is a Boujack Brigade card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle card and switch it to rest mode. So he has a really good interaction, because when he is in the battle area and you want to KO one of your opponent's battle card, you use him and one of other Boujack Brigades that's in your battle area. Because you combo with him, you tap one of your opponent's battle card, and then with 2 from in your combo area, you get to pop one of your opponent's battle cards. So this is really good. Defensively, this Bujin is also really good, because your opponent could swing, and what you do is that if he swings with your leader and he has battle card on the board, for example like Burst Attack Gohan, and you could just combo with Bujin and tap Burst Attack Gohan. Yep. So he's pretty good. One of the best cards in your deck. So let's talk about Gokua. Gokua, it's when you play this card, if a leader card is a Boujack Brigade, you get to choose one of your opponent's battle card in rest mode, and it cannot be switched to active until your opponent's. So when he comes out, he's tapped. But let me explain, you seldom play him for 2 energy, okay? So activate main. For 1 energy, you get to place this card in its owner's drop area. If your leader card is Boujack Brigade, yes, choose up to 1 Boujack card with energy 3 in your hands and play it. So for 1, you can swing with him for 15k. He's one of the 15k heater. You get to swing with him. Then after that, tap 1. Then you bring a 3 drop from your hands into the battle area. Really, really good card. Then let's talk about Space Pirate Zanga. She is your combo starter. So unfortunately, you can only have one of her. When you play this card, if your leader card is a Boujack Brigade card, you get to choose 1 Boujack Brigade card from your deck with an energy of 1, play it, then shuffle your deck. Yep. So her target, she can pick Bujin and Bido. It depends on what you want to do, what you have in your hands, right? So if you want to continue searching, you put Bido, because after you play her, you pick him, you play it, draw a card, he gets 5k. Then after that, you look at top 5, then draw a card, pick 1 Boujack Brigade and add it into your hands. Yep. Activate main. I seldom use this, but you can use this if you want to. Place this card in the owner's drop area, choose 1 Boujack card. In your battle area, it gets critical for the duration of the turn. I seldom use this, but you can use it if you want to. She, unfortunately, cannot give it to the leader. I don't know why. But that's that. Yep. So that's basically the small little combos, right? I will talk about one very, very great card that you have. Arrival of Space Pirate. This, you really have to play 4 of them, because activate main. For 1 energy, you get to choose 1 Boujack Brigade card with energy cost 2 or less from your deck, and you play it in rest mode, then shuffle your deck. So you don't really care. You don't really can. So just tap one energy, look for Zanga, play Zanga. Using Zanga's ability auto, you play Beetle or Bujin depending on what you have in your hands. For example, if I have Gokua, turn 1, play 1 yellow energy, play a rival space pirate, look for Zanga, Zangia, 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 Zangia. Look for Zangia, play her in rest mode, go to your deck again, look for Bujin, play Bujin, then draw 1 from Bujin, then using Bujin's ability, play Space Pirate Gokua, because Bujin allows you to play 2 or less from your hand. So if I have Gokua in my hands, so in turn 1, Zanga is out, Zangia is out, Bujin is out, Gokua is out. So you have 3, and then you can get ready to swing with Gokua. But for some reason, you have Zangia in your hands and not in your deck, so you don't want to search for him. You don't want to search for her. So what you can also do is that you play a rival space pirate, go to your deck, pick up Bujin, play Bujin, then because using Bujin's ability, you play Zangia from your hands. Then using Zangia's ability, you pick Beetle, play him, draw 1, and then using Beetle, you look at top 5 and then you draw 1 card. So that is the combo. It depends on what you have. If you have Zangia in your hands, I will play Bujin from the deck, play Zangia from my hands, play Beetle from the deck, then I basically draw 2 in one turn, in turn 1. If I have Gokua in my hands, I will use Space Pirate, search for Zangia, search for Bujin, then play Gokua from my hands. So it depends on what you want to do. Yep. So that's it. Alright, but they are all very, very small. Like Peter Catani said, these are all chicken McNuggets. Yeah? So you need kind of Ox King to kind of protect them. So Ox King gives them a barrier if there is need to. If there are people who are playing really a lot of removal, so Ox King really helps, comes into play. So we also play. After that, we need to advance to the next level, right? We just cannot stay with all these little heaters, all these little combos. It's not gonna work, yep? So your main task is to bring out the 8-drop Boujack. And how do we do that? Is first option, Boujack evolves on top of 2 targets. The first one is the Space Pirate Boujack. So permanent, if this card would be KO, you could instead place 1 Boujack Brigade card other than this card from your battle area into a drop area. It doesn't need to be in active mode. You can just take it and drop it. This guy almost never gets removed unless it's total board removal. When you play this card, you may choose 1 card from your hands and place it in drop area. If you do so, choose up to 1 Space Pirate from the drop area and add it into hand. So you can recycle them and see what do you want to do. Yep. And usually I don't really have a lot of target, but not that you don't have a lot of target, you have this, and this is such a powerful card that you want to do. So he helps you to recycle these extra cards. Yep. Your second target is this. Then when you play this card, you choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle card, ignoring barrier, and switch it to rest mode. For 2 energy, activate main. If this card is in rest mode, choose your opponent's leader card and switch it to rest mode. It cannot be switched to active mode until your opponent's end of your opponent's next turn. So if there are cards, if your opponent has cards deck is now drawing very intensively, they kind of need their leader for the extra draw, this can help to store it. And it really happened one time when one of our local players was playing against Shenron. Shenron was unable to, because Gokua came out in turn 1. Yep. Then this guy came out in turn 2 because all the guy did was he taps 1 and this guy came out. And in turn 3, Shenron, the opponent playing Shenron was unable to awaken. Yep, not yet. So he kind of have a shitty time. So what the player did was he tapped 2 and keep Shenron leader tapped. So the Shenron lead guy has such a problem just drawing his Dragon Ball because he cannot tap himself. So it really happened. It can happen. So this is the optimum play that you want to go to when you are playing against Shenron leader. And hopefully you can pull it off because it is really, really glorious. Okay, and these two cards, take note, you are not gonna play them with just one energy. Yeah, don't play them with 3 energy, because what you can do is using Gokua, you could play them as 1 energy. So keep your energy open for defensive play. So for defensive play, you have Time Magic, you have Crushable. I don't need to explain this card. You have 4 of your Zangia super combo. I played this because Beetle can check for her. And one defensive card I would like to talk about is this lady. So Merciless Farewell. I played 2 of this. We could reduce it to 1, but this is a pretty nasty card. But if your opponent knows it, it's not gonna happen. Yep. So activate battle. Choose 2 cards from your hands. Place it into your drop area. If your leader card is a Boujack Brigade card, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle card in rest mode and KO it. This is basically a Sugash to Kid Goku. Yep, because this is not Sugash to Vegeta, that's crazy. This is Sugash to Kid Goku because it pops things that are not barrier. So when your opponent swings and he combos up his whole hands because he has no idea that what he is going out with, tap 1, play this card, discard 2 cards and KO that card, and then see your opponent's face how he reacts. So I play 2. I might be changing it to 1. It does not come in really handy because after a while your opponent kind of knows what you're playing. They're not gonna commit, but it also stops them from committing. Yeah, so like pretty good. Let's see. I won't fault you if you don't want to play any, but I'm playing 2 because it kind of fits into the theme. Alright, so let's talk about the big boy in the deck. So Boujack the Plunderer. So for 4 evolve cores, there is no way to reduce that. 4 is still quite a lot. When you play this card, if you have 5 or more life, choose all of your opponent's battle card and switch them to rest mode. Everything, rest mode. Yep. When your opponent switches one of their cards to in rest mode to active mode, he does not have a choice. It has to untap one of their cards, not battle card. Leader card, energy card, battle card, field card. If I think some you have to tap it. Yeah. So if your leader card is a Boujack Brigade, your opponent chooses 1 card from their hands and send it to warp. This is such devastating card, especially when it comes to late game, because he will have only 1 card that he draws from his deck. And if you use this guy to lock down his leader, he cannot even do anything. He cannot even do anything. He has 1 card. He chooses whether does he want to play it in his energy or not. Yep, so untap phase comes before drawing phase, so he, no matter what, will get that 1 card. So he cannot draw and untap. It's untap and draw. So he does get 1 card, which is not that bad, but let's see. Choose 1. Once per turn, choose 1 Boujack Brigade card in your battle area, place it in its owner's drop area. This card gains dual attack for the duration of turn, so you can swing twice. This guy does not have a double strike, that's why I'm playing one-time Champa just for that special factor. If your opponent knows that you're playing Champa, especially in game 2, game 3, they will be very careful when they're down to 2 lives because they will try to negate it just in case you have Champa. And if your hand size is bigger, which most probably it will be because you are playing Boujack the Plunderer. Yep. Okay, so for a black card, I'm playing 2 copies of Shinron Figure of Majesty. You can choose to untap, but I'm using him for the draw and also for the recycling because every single turn you could play Gokua out because Gokua that is not restricted by that 1 per time. So you can play Gokua out, swing with him, tap 1, you get to draw 1, you get to draw another 1 because Gokua comes out, and then tap 1, you get to play either Boujack, the Agent of Destruction, or the Pirate Boujack. What I would do is most probably I would switch this kind of to 3 to 4 maybe, but play Boujack the Plunderer at 4 because you kind of need this to end your game. Okay, so that is basically the deck. I took some time to explain it, so I hope you're fine with that. But so far, this is the deck. You want to survive, but then you really have a lot of things on your board, and you can combo with it to take care of your opponent's battle area. And sometimes it's good to leave battle cards for them because it helps with the warping. Yep. Alright, so that is the deck. I hope you like it. It's such a great fun deck. I really encourage you to play this. It's not very good, so if you're gonna bring it to your local, most probably you're gonna kind of get destroyed, especially if this is the first few times that you're playing. But it's a really fun deck. I really like it that Bandai creates this. I don't know why there's so much restriction on that, especially it's a huge handicap when it comes to the leader. I hope they give us a better leader, but other than that, this deck is so much fun. Yep. So subscribe, like, comment. I always reply to comment. Not that there's a lot of them, but I appreciate everyone who comments. It really makes me feel that doing all these things, it's really worth it. So without further ado, let's see each other after in the next video. Yeah. So ciao, bye.